Coach, is Mike Kuchar at www.xandolabs.com. We're going to talk you through some clips of the Veer option against an even front. This is Georgia Tech's offense. Paul Johnson, very well-known option coach for a lot of years, coaching against Iowa in the Orange Bowl back in 2009. Iowa, of course, won this game, did a great job against the Veer option by using purely quarters coverage and cover two, which we actually detailed in our special report in quarters coverage last May, which is available by becoming an insider at xandolabs.com. This is just some pure Veer option concepts, mainly out of Paul Johnson's flexbone formation. It's going to be pretty easy to understand and pretty easy to read right here. Iowa State loaded a 3 and a 5 technique, okay, to the field side. Okay, so pure option rules. Some coaches prefer to run the Veer option to the 3 technique. Some do not. Okay, some will choose to run an outside Veer, okay, to the Y technique, which you're going to see here, an outside Veer concept. Some will run inside Veer to the 3 technique and not block a 3 and 5. All right, so that's all on there in the special report on the option. What you're going to see here is you're going to get a double team here. It's an outside Veer concept. Okay, here's the HOK, the handoff key. Okay, 94, terrific player for Iowa. Okay, for the last few years. Good down block. There's an arc release. Okay, by the A-back. He is going to block the support player in traditional option schemes. Quarterback is forced to pull the ball. Pretty good job feathering by number 49, the outside linebacker here. Okay, he is the pitch read. But, one of the issues here, as you're seeing, is that the ball is going to get run down. And this is something that was actually addressed. This is an excellent job inside by the Mike linebacker coming off a block, or the tackle coming off a block and coming right downhill at the quarterback. This was actually addressed in the full-length special report and how teams are dealing with that or handling those backside chase players in the Veer option scheme. Flexbone again. Now what you're going to see, I just want to show you this. This is an option against pure 4-3 teams. Okay, 2 high safeties. You have a decision to make with that X or that receiver right now. It could be a push crack. He could block number 1 based on this corner's leverage. If this corner's tight, 2 options. You get right in front of him. Okay, just cut him off, or you could work to block the safety. And again, it all depends on what you want to do offensively or who the better player is. Okay, so right now he's given a push crack, so he is going to work to the safety. Okay, the A-back is now going to load on the corner. Okay, that is the pitch read. Again, continues to feather it, which is what Iowa chose to do. This stuff can't happen. Players getting off blocks, working down the hill to make plays on the quarterbacks from the backside or front side. Get a look at the blocking schemes here. Pretty good double on the 3 technique. Again, you may choose to do that. You may not choose to do that based on, teams have run midline triple against that and have the 3 technique be the handoff key and the 5 technique be actual pitch key. Depends on what you want to do and what teams you're seeing. And again, that's all detailed in the full-length special report on the website, xandolabs.com. Okay, in this situation, this is just I just wanted to show you this is a pure fullback dive. So now you have a 1 to 5 technique to the boundary, which is advantageous to run the Veer scheme according to most coaches. This tackle is going to base block or fan block the 5 technique. Coach Sell did an excellent job describing that in the full-length clinic report. And you just get a double team right now on the shade defender. Okay, and here comes that fullback right into the B gap. Problem is this guard now has to work off on this combo to the Mike linebacker. Is not able to do that, and the Mike makes the play. Okay, again, Veer option into the boundary. Receiver right now checking the depth of the corner. Obviously, could use a little more effort getting off the ball, but he is working to push crack on the safety, forcing the corner now to be blocked by the A-back. That's just a typical exchange. Okay, and different coaches call it different things. Could be XBL, X-block, whatever it is you're calling your program. okay, just to get that perimeter block different ways. And that's all detailed in the full-length clinic report on X&O Labs. Right now, this outside linebacker is forced to play pitch, does a pretty good job feathering it. Quarterback gets it pitched. Okay, excellent job on the cut by the A-back, gets the corner on the ground. And Georgia Tech's got some breathing room here. And, after watching this game and a couple of years back, what was happening was, like we had mentioned, Iowa was playing a 3 and a 5 technique to the field and a 1 and 5 to the boundary. Okay, so what Georgia Tech started to do is start to run the Veer option into the boundary. Okay, so you got a double team on the nose. Okay, you got a Veer release there. There's your handoff key. There's your pitch key, and you get it done into the boundary. Flex bone again into the boundary. Now watch how watch how Iowa plays this here. They're going to play a cloud support concept. They're going to play a cover 2 concept right now. All right, so that corner up top, he is going to now be the force player. And again, depending on some defenses, okay, they will choose to do that against option. Okay, so right now this number 1 is working to block the safety right now. Here comes the A-back. He is going to block the corner. It's going to happen right away, and it's got to happen fast. Another option for that, which we detailed in the full-length special report, is the double crack concept used by Coach Wood at Bedford High School in Massachusetts. It's all in the special report. Okay, but for whatever reason, right now they're getting that arc block. Again, 5 technique in a 1, good situation. At least you got an angle on the Mike linebacker for the down block. Quarterback's able to pull it and get what he can get. Show you one more clip here. Again, we're all talking Veer versus even front, outside Veer. Again, running it to the boundary. This receiver right now is just going to work to the inside shoulder just to hold off that corner and get on his push crack angle to the deep safety. And his blocking assignment is near deep defender. Okay, near deep defender. If that corner is not deep, if he's not playing a true cover 3 concept, or if he's sitting there, okay, he's a squat corner, that receiver is going to bypass him and he's going to work to the deep safety because that's his rule. Okay, the A-back's going to arc block, XBL, exchange, whatever you want to call it, and now he's blocking that corner. Okay, one thing that cannot happen, what you're going to see here, and we all know that 94, the 2 defensive ends for Iowa were terrific this year. Okay, you cannot let this player, the handoff key, play both dive and quarterback, which is going to happen here in a second. Okay, so he's able to squeeze that down block now. Okay, his eyes are on the fullback. Most teams are going to make sure that he tackles the fullback. He has already determined, the quarterback has, that he has pulled the ball, so it gives this player time to leverage out and play the pitch as well, or so play the quarterback as well. So that's something that you do not want as an option team. And he's able to make the tackle, albeit a few yards down the field. So these are just some general concepts in the option for Veer option against 4-3 fronts, against even fronts. This is just a small portion, coaches, what's on the full-length special report on xandolabs.com. By becoming an insider member, you'll get the full game tape, full cut-ups of this game, as well as others that detail both the midline and Veer concepts and different blocking schemes associated with them. Coaches, thanks for logging on.